People out here, I wake up every fucking morning at 6 a.m. and I stream for 4 or 5 hours to pay bills, guys. To make extra money on the side. And then I go to work, I come back, I stream, and then I do clothes shit. The people around me are millionaires. Now, yes, maybe I might be a thousandaire and maybe I could pay my bills and stuff. But I want to be able to be that person one day.
Yeah, Ed is no longer here with us, guys. We'll discuss it later on whenever I get on my desktop. But that's why I'm jumping on Ingest. I'm with my on my brother's. But yeah, we're gonna figure it all out, man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do cameraman tryouts. But I need a cameraman, bro, that just like it's certain dynamics to cameraman that I look for. Like, you know, it can't just be all just camera work. That's gotta be like, bro, I gotta be able to hang around you, bro. Like, I can't be around nobody that wanna so you can't overly input on. Like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Just be a cool. You know what I mean? Cool and motherfucking film. It'll be good. So we just see. But I'll discuss further briefly a little later on.
I seen some fake captions. They saying that me and Ed is beefing. That is not the case. But I did not fire Ed. Ed decided that he wanted to leave.
This shit getting sticky to the popcorn. Boom.
So I said, you know what? I understand it. And y'all know I always preach to people like, if you want to, you know what I'm saying, go another route, I always preach that. I can't be mad at it because, you know, if I'm hanging around just doing this and that, I'm going to get inspired too, and I'm going to want to do whatever I want to do. So, that's that, y'all. So I got to find a new cameraman. Unfortunate, you know, it happens. It is what it is, but I ain't going to lie. To keep it a buck, I was talking to Rich, and I'm like, I don't know what it is, but it made me want to go harder for some reason. But that's why I was so passionate downstairs, because I'm like, I feel like my back against the wall. Yeah, I ain't got nobody to hold the camera for me. I ain't got nobody to. Now, granted, Ed did say if I wanted him to stream or he wanted me to do it today, he would have done it. But I told him it don't make sense. I don't want you to do something that you don't want to do. You feel me? So don't be mad at Ed. You know what I'm saying? Everything cool. It's respect. But I ain't gonna lie. Right now, I feel like my back against the wall. I feel like, you know, I feel re-inspired because I always perform under pressure. You know, I don't know who gonna film for me. I don't know where my content gonna go next, but all I know is it gonna go up. You feel me? So I'm overly motivated. And I want y'all to know shit gonna get better from here. Facts. I need to make it harder for a cameraman to leave. Feel me? You get what I'm saying? I know shit a little slow right now. It's a little easier to make them decisions, but I need to turn this up to the point where and really gotta and gotta think like, man, this too turn. Yeah. Can't dip. I can't dip. I can't leave. I don't give what talking about.
So we're back for another video. It seems like DDG has announced that his cameraman, Ed, also known as Edmund, has officially quit his job. Now, this marks the second cameraman that he has part ways with in the past year, as his previous operator, Johnny, also stepped down as well. Now, when we go into the details on why Ed quit, so far all we can see is that maybe there was some type of burnout. We do know that Ed went loud to explain that he was exhausted from the physical demands of the job, such as walking 25,000 steps, carrying a heavy FX6 camera in a blazing sun, harassment. He also cited several viewer harassments, exposing frustration over being frequently labeled an L cameraman and targeted by toxic fans. So we see, right, there's a lot of stuff that comes with streaming, right? There's a lot of people involved that put these streamers in the positions that they're in. And it's no different than like music, right? In music, there are producers, there's engineers, there are all these people in the background that kind of help put that together. And this is what Ed was to DDG, right? He was a cameraman, right? And from the burnout, right? Walking 25,000 steps, carrying heavy equipment, like I can't imagine how taxing that is, especially when maybe it's probably you or somebody else helping you. And for a streamer like DDG, right? Who's a hot commodity, he's very popular, he's everywhere, he's always streaming. And these streams are very long, days, right? Almost sometimes days, right? Where you're just outside doing things. You're going from city to city to city, traveling with these streamers, and they're not really getting paid, right? Now, when I say they're not getting paid, what I mean is they're not making enough to actually support an independent lifestyle, right? These streamers are majority making a lot of the money, and unfortunately, people on their staff really don't normally make as much. So let's talk about the aftermath, right? There's no bad blood, assumed, okay? Allegedly, DDG has confirmed on his channel that Ed was not fired, and that he understands that his cameraman desires to pursue a different path to start his own creation journey. Now, I've seen people in the comments, people on Twitter, pretty much saying that, oh, Ed was using DDG. There's people saying that DDG was using Ed, and honestly, this is business, right? Sometimes where you start isn't where you finish, and I'm happy that Ed was able to elevate, right? It seems like he had to deal with a lot of toxicity, especially when it came to the high demands of being a videographer for a streamer and dealing with that streamer's community, which, let's not play, DDG's community can be a little harsh, and they're harsh to DDG, so that says a lot, right? And currently we do know that DDG is actively in search to hire a new replacement for his upcoming tours, vlogs, and content. There's even a clip in the video, and you guys will see it. Once I get done talking, you'll definitely see the clip where he pretty much says like, hey, look, I'm gonna grab a tripod, a camera, a 360 camera, like I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure that I can give you guys the best content, because he pretty much says that he hates doing desktop streams, right? So, I mean, dude, there's really nothing wrong with this situation at all. Obviously, I'm happy that Ed could go and move on to better things if he actually did that. It seems like he dealt with a lot of stress, and being in that position, it takes a lot of dedication, man. And lucky for him that he was able to stay there long enough for him to elevate and move on to big and better things. It doesn't really seem like DDG is butthurt, but it does seem like DDG kind of misses him, or maybe he just misses having someone to record him while he walks around. Who knows, bro? DDG is so funny to me that it just blows my mind sometimes, this stuff that this guy does. But anyway, make sure you guys jump in the comments. How do you feel about DDG cameraman quitting? Do you guys think that it was intentional? Do you think that it was something that DDG did or said? Hit that like button, subscribe. I'll see you guys with the next video.
I gotta turn this up a notch. So I got re-inspired. I'm finna turn this up. 24-hour stream tomorrow. With the caps. Also, apart from the group content, I'm brainstorming for myself to make this go crazy. Also, with music dropping, I don't give what nobody say. I'm dropping. I'm done calling. I'm done doing all this extra shit. I know when I do myself, even if I, you know what? Even if I gotta start off selfie vlog, I'm gonna get me a Joby stick like I used to have back in the day. All good, y'all. No, it's no bad blood or nothing against Ed. So don't exert that energy. I already talked to y'all about all that negative. I'm not doing none of that. Alright? We're gonna go from here. It's gonna get turned.
Y'all know I ain't got no cameraman. I pulled up, man. He held that camera. Text me this morning. Asked me when I was ready. All types of like. Having such a sudden switch in my routine of streaming. You know, at first I ain't really know what I was gonna do. I'm like, damn, all right. So I hate doing desktop, to be honest.
I genuinely do not like doing desktop. So when, y'all tell me, stream this, stream that on desktop, I don't be wanting to do it. I do desktop to kill time or to, what I'm saying, just for around. But to be completely honest with y'all, bro, I do not like doing desktop. Like, I enjoy IRL streaming. That's where I come from. That's where you know me from. You know me from streaming IRL, vlogging every single goddamn day and doing shit like that. Like, I'm not a desktop streamer. I understand that, and I get that about myself. Shaq can't shoot threes, but that he can dunk. You feel me? He know where he good at. That's why they keep him on the block. So, I try my best. So, what I'm gonna take upon myself to do in this situation, I don't never want to feel like, I don't, like I'm lost or I don't know what to do. I don't ever want to feel like that. So I'm going to invest in getting my own selfie setup with a phone, tripod. I'm probably buy me 2 nice ass phones, a bunch of solid, portable chargers and shit. And I'll do this myself if I got to, you feel me? So I ain't got to depend on nobody for nothing. So, that's what I'm going to take upon myself to do, to get my own little selfie rig where, if I want to just pop out and just stream whenever, if I want to stream, go to the bathroom, whenever I want to go to the bathroom and brush my teeth on stream, or go to the park by myself and swing on the swing and stream it, like I can do that. You feel me? Instead of having to make calls and wait for people to pull up. And so, I think all this that's going on with me not having a cameraman is good for me, because it's making me get more creative. It's making me get more motivated to just go even harder. And you see what happens. Like, now we doing 24 hours. Now I'm traveling. Now people hit me up to collab and do other things of that nature. So, shit, the ball gonna get the rolling. How it's supposed to get the rolling. Feel me? So I'm excited for the future of whatever the fuck I got going on.